Hello and welcome to another update video about the S&P 500. S&P 500 is currently following nicely my wave count. In my opinion, it might be worth to think about some profit taking if you followed here my videos and you actually bought when I made the bullish scenario my primary expectation, which was above 3,950 when we broke above that level. And maybe you bought some stocks and shares or whatever. There was definitely some good money to be made, because since we broke above that wave one high, which was that point, I mean, the S&P moved up 9%, which is for the S&P decent, yeah. And a lot of stocks and shares moved up higher. I mean, even we talk about tech stocks, similar situation there as well, and the Nasdaq. Here we came into my target range for the wave 3. We are reversing currently, engulfing red candle on the daily here from Friday, and there is a really good chance that we indeed come down lower now in this wave 4. As you can see, the wave 4 target area is very close to the wave 3 target area, so that means, in my opinion, it's not worth shorting here. That's only my view. If we consider that this will be a wave 4, then it could really only drop down to 4,200. That is the minimum it needs to do before it moves up in a wave 5. So let me move that over a little bit here. You can see we also dropped below the ascending trend line. That is the line that I told you to keep an eye on. If we drop below this, it's a good indication that indeed that wave 4 is starting. And I mean, we can even move it, you know, trend lines are a bit subjective, but even with this one, if you draw it like that and just adhere it to it might even be more relevant. But with that daily candle here on Friday, we've only just broken it. Now, what are the most likely levels now to come down to? And for that, we take the Fibonacci levels from the wave 3 retracement. And so to the high, I think I adjust that here slightly based on the, I think when I drew them initially, I assumed we go all the way up here possibly, because you never know how high the wave 3 goes. So I needed to give you some assumptions. But here, I think this is now where we need to base it on. So we've got here a few levels for this wave 4 that is relevant. Minimum retracement is the 23.6% Fib level at 4,186. I'm already telling you that I think we are going to go lower. I think this is the absolute minimum retracement. It would be very bullish to already reverse at this point. I think we are going to go a bit lower, but of course nobody knows. But this is the first level where we would have a chance to reverse to the upside, 4,186. The next, and that is actually the ideal level for a wave 4 retracement, would be the 4,098 level, so let's call it 4,100. That is the ideal retracement level for a wave 4, and here's the next best chance to reverse up. It could even go lower. Yeah, it could still go down to the 50% Fib level at 4,026. Then it would basically max out what a wave 4 should do. So if it is a wave 4, and then it would be a rather shallow retracement, we would expect it to reverse in this wave 4 area and then push higher. And as soon as we know how low we go in the wave 4, we can calculate the wave 5 target. Of course, what could happen, and we've seen that in the crypto market now a few times, that this is not going to become a wave 4, it is going to become a wave 2. That would be an alternative scenario, that we basically get here a 1-2, 1-2 setup. At the moment, I have to assume it will be a wave 4, because we have so far made a 1, a 2, and we have very nicely adhered here to the Fibonacci extensions of the wave 3. So it could just be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be the ideal scenario. However, if we go lower than the 50% Fib level, it will be a wave 2. And that could be quite a bit of a drop, and it could also have quite a disastrous effect on the crypto market. Yeah, and if the Nasdaq is coming down further as well. However, that's not a problem. We have to just observe now the chart, and only when we see a bullish signal in this target range, it might be worth going long again. Yeah, because these are the reversal areas. But without seeing or without getting evidence that the wave 4 is over, we continue to focus on down. Yeah, this is always very important. Don't try to catch a falling knife. yeah, and then we would expect a reversal. Now again, this could become a 1-2, 1-2. In this 1-2 setup, should it be a 1-2 setup, then we could fall quite strongly. Yeah, if we draw it based on that, yeah, then we could maybe come down here to the 61.8% fib level at 3,950. If we go below that though, yeah, then we go below the high of the wave 1, and it would increase the chances that we actually will still make a lower low. Yeah, as you know, my view is bullish scenario, pretty similar to the Nasdaq, crypto is 60% probability and 40% probability that we will come down lower, and we could then reach this area here between 3,350 and $3,600 basically. Yeah, I would then expect the low to be in here. This is the alternative. Primarily, we would now expect a wave 4 and then a move up. So here in this area, it would have the next chance to reverse to the upside. Looking at some indicators, you can see on the daily, we have not even started here the bearish crossover. So it could be very much in the beginning of a downtrend here. So we need to keep an eye on those indicators. They are only just starting to reverse down on the daily. Yeah. On the 4 hour, we're much further already. So here we are now close to the oversold range. We are now at 37 on the RSI on the 4 hour, and on the 8 hour, where are we here? We've just broken below 50. So downward momentum in place, but we also haven't even reached yet the minimum retracement for a wave 4. So I think in the next few days, weeks, we could expect here more corrective behavior in the markets. And yeah, that's my update about the S&P. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.